Hey everyone, my name is Justin and welcome to my workshop. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily build your own cheap, lightweight, and durable buffer sword for LARPing. There are great, high-quality options for LARP swords out there, but most of them will cost you a couple $100s and still be way heavier than homemade buffer swords. So stick till the end to learn exactly how to build a sword just like this one. Without further ado, let's get building! For this project, you'll need a bamboo stick, which you can find at pretty much any hardware store in the gardening section for around $1 or $2. You'll also need foam insulation tubes, which you can also find at pretty much any hardware store. You'll need duct tape and hockey tape, a hot glue gun and glue sticks, and finally a box cutter and a blade sharpener. If you can't find a bamboo stick, you can use an old golf club and cut off the head. Just make sure to cover the sharp edge with hot glue or even better, epoxy. You might be wondering why I'm not using a pool noodle. Well, they tend to easily break into little pieces, which isn't ideal for a buffer sword. Foam insulation tubes are closed cell, which makes them a lot more resistant to tearing. Let's get started. Take out your bamboo stick and your foam tube. You might need to cut down your bamboo stick because it normally comes 8 feet long. Line up your foam tube to your stick to figure out the length you need to cut it at, making sure to leave enough space for the grip at the bottom. Then, using a Sharpie, add a mark on your tube to make it end 1 inch further than the stick. After that, slide the foam tube over the stick and check if you have enough space left for the grip. When you hold on with both your hands, you should have at least 1 inch left at the bottom and the top. So now take out your box cutter and make a cut at the line you traced. It's time to attach the tube to the stick. For that, we'll use the hot glue gun. Just add a bunch of glue all over the stick to make sure the foam tube really holds on. Then quickly slide it on before the glue dries. Apply pressure all over the sword to make sure it's stuck properly and add hot glue to the tip to reinforce it even more. You could leave your sword with this shape and it would work fine, but it doesn't look really good. I'm going to use more foam to add thickness to the blade to then carve into it. So take out your box cutter and cut a new foam tube in half along the length. We're gonna attach a piece on each side of the blade. Mark out the length it needs to be at and then add hot glue all over the inside surface. The more you add, the better it's gonna stick. Quickly attach it to the blade before the glue dries and apply pressure. Finally, cut the excess material off. Now repeat the same steps for the other side. Mark out the length, add hot glue, stick it on, and remove the excess foam. It's time to carve. Take out your box cutter and your sharpener. We want really clean cuts for this part, and there's nothing better than a sharp blade for the job. I start with the tip of the blade, giving it a dramatic angle. Then I shave down the sides to make the sword thinner. And finally, I carve the cutting edge at a 45-degree angle on each side. There's a hole at the tip of the blade. I'll fill it in with a foam scrap and a bit of hot glue. Then I'll shave it down so it's flush with the rest. Here's the blade all carved up. I think it looks great. It's time to wrap it with duct tape. I use the cheapest tape I can find because it's thin and lightweight. Don't just wrap tape around your sword. You'll add way too much and the sword will end up super heavy. Instead, cut long strips, lay them along the length of the blade and overlap them by at least 1/4 of their width. Then add one last strip along the cutting edge to reinforce it. When you're done, remove the excess tape from the bottom of the blade using your box cutter. Now the blade is complete. Before we do the grip, we have to cover the exposed tip. For that, I'll just use a small piece of scrap foam. So I cut it out with my box cutter and then I stick it down with some duct tape. To cover the grip, I recommend using hockey tape, but to make it thicker and softer, I like to add some double-sided foam tape first. I wrap it around the whole grip with a 50% overlap and I only put 1 layer. Then I cover the white tape with 2 layers of hockey tape with the same overlap. Next, I cover the duct tape on the pommel and I add thickness to the bottom of the grip. And the pommel and grip are finally done. At this point you could totally be done, but I'd like to go one step further and add a crossguard. For this, you can use the same insulation foam as before or floor mat foam. I'm going to use floor mat foam. The next steps are pretty self-explanatory. I trace down the shape I want with a Sharpie and I cut it out using my box cutter. Then I cut out the hole with a hobby knife and test it to see if it fits. To hide the fact that it's foam, you can cover the crossguard with any tape you'd like. I chose hockey tape. It's a really easy step, just stick your tape pieces on and then trim them to fit. When you're done, add hot glue where the crossguard will sit and slide it into place. I like to put more glue underneath to reinforce the connection. And the final touch for me was to add a line of tape at the start of the blade to make it feel a bit more like a katana. And now you have your own super cheap, easy, lightweight and sturdy LARP buffer sword. This is the final result and it only takes around $10 and a couple of hours to build. The coolest thing is you can change anything, the length, the blade's thickness, the crossguard size, just make it your own. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more cool stuff like this. Also, I have an Instagram account where I post things that sometimes don't make it into my videos. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. And I have an Etsy shop where I sell templates and finished helmets, all for pretty cheap. The link is also in the description. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.